Every day is another day closer to the GTA 6 reveal. The hype train is there. Our foot is on the gas completely. No pumping the brakes anymore. It is all out GTA 6 content here on the channel. Welcome to the channel to all the new people. Welcome, Chaos here. To all the people that have been following and enjoying the content, I truly appreciate you guys. Yes, we are going to be talking about new leaks, old leaks, recent leaks and rumors that have been floating around the internet. Supposed insiders who say that they have a direct line to the very top, which we know that's not true, but we're going to go over everything, the old, the new, as we get ready for this GTA 6 reveal. Every week brings us closer. I'm excited. Rockstar officially confirmed that it will get a full-fledged trailer in December. Now, I don't know if full-fledged means full-fledged teaser or full-fledged. We'll see. And that's around the time of the company's anniversary, and that news completely broke the internet. So I think we all know the reveal is going to quickly break any and all viewership records for game trailers. That's not even talking if you're an investor of stock. Take-Two Interactive stock is up about $10 to $15 since that announcement, that single tweet. As you probably guessed, quite a bit of new information is starting to come out about Grand Theft Auto 6, both from insider leaks and from Take-Two Interactive themselves. Today, we get it all. We're going to compile everything. If you've missed a beat, I've got you. Brace yourself because the stuff that Take-Two said may not be what you wanted to hear leading up to the game's reveal. You let me know in the comments what you think about all of this. Drop a like on the video. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel because we're going to cover everything. First thing I want to go over is the recent gameplay leak that I think is a natural progression for the franchise. Actually makes me excited to start running around in open world. According to inside sources, GTA 6 is reworking how carjacking works to be a bit more realistic, meaning luxury cars will actually be harder to steal. I mean, they're going to be more sophisticated with their security features. Older, less fancy, classic cars will be easier to steal because you can just break a window, hotwire it, and go. If you want to steal a sports car or something more modern, you're going to need special tools to do it. And there may be some kind of mini game related to bypassing the car's security, which will presumably increase your chances of getting caught in the process. I'm not a fan of the mini game. I don't want that to be part of it all. I actually get annoyed with mini games. I don't like the mini games in Spider-Man 2 or anything like that. It feels like it kind of breaks, it takes me out of the flow. I'm not a fan. Up until this point, stealing cars in GTA, simple. That's not a bad thing. But since GTA 6 is going to be taking place more than 10 years after the last game and technology has changed a ton over the last decade, I think it's a good time to update the formula a bit. I think this is going to add a lot of immersion and gameplay depth to the experience. Same thing with the cops. If the cops get called, they have to actually come from a police station. They don't just all of a sudden appear with tanks and helicopters. I like it. Now, The Direct recently published an article compiling a ton of recent leaks and rumors that have been floating around the community, some of which came from supposed insiders with air quotes, while others came from passionate fans continuing to analyze and dissect the in-development build of the game that leaked last September. Yes, it was a year ago, over a year ago. We know for a fact that the game is going to be set in Vice City. And the last time that setting appeared in a GTA game, the map was roughly 5.6 square kilometers. Let me put that in comparison for you. GTA 5's map was 48 square kilometers, so assuming GTA 6 map is the exact same size as GTA 5's, which is not likely, that would mean this new version of Vice City is going to be 8 times the size of the original. Now, granted, it's confirmed that the GTA 6 map will feature Vice City and all of the surrounding areas and neighborhoods, so obviously the city itself won't be 8 times bigger than the last version, but still, this new game is going to be much bigger, a much bigger representation of Florida, even if the map simply matches the size of GTA 6. Now, it's believed that the new GTA map is going to be at least double the size of GTA 5's, but I do want to point out that it's entirely possible it's smaller because it wouldn't be out of character but for Rockstar to make things a bit smaller and tightly focused. GTA San Andreas featured a huge map, over 31 square kilometers, but the next game, GTA 4, they shrunk it down to 8 square kilometers. Now, granted, GTA 4's map is also arguably the most immersive Rockstar map to date in terms of attention to detail, NPC behavior, all that stuff, but I point this out because I think a lot of people have been 100% convinced there's no way GTA 6's map is smaller than 5's. So I feel the need to remind you all that Rockstar has absolutely made a GTA sequel's map smaller than its predecessor. With how much detail is expected to be in this game, I wouldn't be shocked at all if it crossed their mind to do it again. I don't think GTA 6 is going to be noticeably smaller than GTA 5, but I also don't think it's going to be 3 or 4 times bigger. GTA 5's map is an estimated 48.15 square kilometers. If I had to guess, I would say GTA 6 is going to be somewhere between 50 and 70. So still an increase, but not this giant jump that some people are saying. Now, with that being said, A number of people, including the Direct in this report, have been making the argument that Rockstar is planning on adding new cities to the map as time goes on, and that post-launch patches will include a ton of new missions, stories, characters, everything. So if the game comes out and the map isn't as big as you were expecting, it's going to grow. It's going to expand as the years go on. Personally, I don't have any trouble believing that. I think it would be a nice way to meet the community halfway because I'm sure, as many of you are aware, a lot of longtime GTA fans have been frustrated with Rockstar's lack of post-launch single-player content during the GTA 5 era. GTA 4 had some of the best single-player DLC in gaming history, and the first Red Dead Redemption had the fan-favorite Undead Nightmare expansion, but GTA 5, they went all in with multiplayer. That meant single-player DLC had to be sacrificed. So if the plan for GTA 6 is to continually update the map, make it bigger, that could mean the return of single-player DLC, which I am 100% on board for, and I hope you are too. I know a lot of people love online, but me as an old-school GTA fan, I would love to get some more offline story content added to the game after launch day. Now, the thing that many of you probably heard about recently in regards to the pricing of GTA 6, and it might end up being nothing, but it also might end up being potentially the worst possible scenario when it comes to how video games are priced. Bear with me. I'm sure some of you remember the rumors we talked about floating around about a month or two ago, suggesting that GTA 6 was going to be priced higher than most games, with some outlets even claiming that the base version of the game would be over $100. I remember when it happened. I mentioned it in a video that while I didn't think Take-Two would do it, I did understand the thought process. Take-Two is a business with shareholders to answer to, and they're likely always looking for ways to increase their revenue no matter how controversial they are when they announce them. And since GTA 6 is the most hyped game of all time, Take-Two could absolutely price the game at higher than $70, and it would still break records, and you and I would still go buy it. People are going to buy the game no matter what the price tag. Take-Two knows that. Again, I don't agree with them pricing the game at higher than $70, but I understand why they're considering it if they are. Well, unfortunately, those rumors may have been true. During a recent investors call, the CEO of Take-Two stated he thinks games are actually underpriced, given the amount of content in them and the large budgets attached to them, and he thinks that gamers should actually be charged based on an expected entertainment usage, EEU, as opposed to just paying for the game once and that being it. So this could mean a couple of things. Either GTA 6 is going to utilize a subscription, or the base game is going to be priced higher than $70. Either way, this is probably not the news you want to hear in 2023, a year where gaming has been getting more and more expensive with rather diminishing returns. I mean, consoles are getting more expensive. Subscription services like PS Plus and Xbox Live are getting more expensive without much of an increase in quality. And new AAA games, $70 across the board, despite a lot of them being absolute garbage. Now, I do want to point out, this isn't an absolute confirmation that GTA 6 is going to launch with more than $70 price tags, but we don't want to sound the alarm yet. But it does mean that the Take-Two CEO, who is ultimately the one who calls the shots for stuff like this, believes that $70 for a game with a lot of playtime isn't enough. And that could be really bad news for GTA. I mean, GTA 5 was released over a decade ago, and people are still buying millions of copies a year thanks to the ongoing appeal and the multiplayer support. So Take-Two could easily make that case that GTA 6 will also be a decade-long experience and use that as justification to charge more than $70 a copy. The question at this point is, will people still buy it? Of course they will. I think we all know that answer. Let me know. Actually, I want to know. What's your top? What's the most you'll pay? What's your all-in price? What has to be a price where you say, I'm not buying GTA 6 and experiencing the biggest game in video game history? Is it $150? Is it $200? What if they put a $500 tag on it? Are you buying it? Are you passing? Let me know in the comment section. I'll see you guys soon.